iBooks 2 is Apple's application for reading books and textbooks on the iPad. iBooks is not included on your iPad by default, so we need to download it from the App Store. Reading interactive textbooks and using the associated features is a lesson by itself, so that will be covered in the advanced lessons. So let's get started. For this lesson, I'll assume you have created an Apple ID and have it set up for use in either iTunes or the App Store. If not, go back and watch the lesson on the App Store to learn how to set up an account. All of the stores use the same credit card or gift card information, so you only need to do this setup once. Tap on the App Store icon to launch the App Store. Then tap in the search box at the top right of the screen. Type in iBooks, then tap on the search button. From the list of iPad apps returned, tap on iBooks, then tap on Free, then Install App. Enter your iTunes password, then tap OK. When iBooks has downloaded and installed, tap on it to launch. iBooks will start by showing you a virtual bookcase of all the books currently stored on your iPad. If you have lots of books, you can tap and drag to see the ones off screen. The easiest way to get books into iBooks is to purchase them in the iBooks store, which is built right into the iBooks app. Each country has its own iBooks store with its own content. To launch the store, tap on the Store button in the top left of screen. Your screen will spin and you will be presented with a view much like both the app and iTunes music stores. Similar to those stores, you have Featured, Top Charts, Categories, Browse, and Purchased. The layout of the iBooks store is similar to both the App Store and iTunes music stores, so I won't go through it in great detail. Featured, Top Charts, and Categories operate the same as their app and music counterparts. The Browse section lets you browse through either the top free or paid authors in a category. Tap the Categories button at the top left, then select the category you would like to browse. Select either Paid or Free, then tap on an author's name listed in the left column. You can scroll by dragging or tap on a letter to jump straight to the authors starting with that letter. With an author selected, you will see the top books in the store by that author. You can choose how the list is sorted by tapping the Sort button on the right of screen. The list only shows some of the books by the author, however. To see the full list, tap on the See All Books By button at the bottom of the list. If you know the name of a book or author, you can also search by tapping in the Search box at the top right of screen. Then entering the author or title and tap the search key. The store will return a list of books that match your search. Tap on a book to see a description, customer ratings, and reviews, just as you did in the app and music stores. Before you decide to buy a book, you can get a free sample to read by tapping on the Get Sample button, which will download a chapter or two to your bookshelf. At the end of the book sample will be a price button, allowing you to buy the book if you decided you like it. You can also tap the cover to be taken to the store to reread the description and reviews. When you find a book in the store you would like to purchase, use the same procedure as purchasing either music or apps. Tap on the price, then Get or Buy Book, then enter your password. When you tap the OK button, you'll be returned to your library with a new book on your virtual shelf. If it's a large book with images in it, it might take a while to download. The blue progress bar inside the book icon will indicate how far through the download it is. When the bar disappears, it will be replaced with a New tag on the book's icon, indicating you haven't opened that book before. Another way to get books into iBooks is to drag PDFs or EPUB files into iTunes, then select them in the Books pane in iTunes, then sync your iPad. You can also email yourself a PDF from your desktop computer, open up the Mail app, read the message, then tap and hold on the attachment in Mail and choose Open with iBooks from the list that appears. To read a book from your virtual bookshelf, tap on it, which will open the book to its first page. It's important to note that the screen will look different depending on whether you're holding the iPad in landscape or portrait position. I find portrait easiest for long reading sessions, but it's purely a personal preference. To move forwards a page, swipe or tap with your finger near the right edge of the page. To turn back a page, swipe or tap on the left-hand side. You'll notice at the bottom of the screen a page count and current page number. Tapping on the screen brings up some additional controls. At the bottom of the screen, you can tap and drag the page selector to quickly navigate to any page in the book. Tapping the top right font icon allows us to change the screen brightness by tapping and sliding the brightness controller. We can also enlarge the font size by tapping the right A button. The left A button will reduce the font size. You'll notice after a brief pause that the total page count updates to take into account the new font size. Tapping the Fonts button will display a list of fonts you can apply. Tapping one will display the entire book in that font. If you don't like how it looks, you can always change it back again. So experiment to find one that's comfortable for you to read with. Tapping the Themes button at the bottom shows a nighttime reading option, which is quite handy. The white text on black screen is easier on the eyes in a dark room. Tapping Normal will return the book to the normal look. Lastly, at the bottom is a full screen button, which makes the readable book area slightly larger by removing the book outline. Tap anywhere on the book to hide the font menu. You can search the book for any word by tapping on the Search button, typing your search phrase, then tapping Search. Hiding the keyboard at this point will allow you to see more search results. iBooks will return a list of all the pages in the book where your search phrase is located. Tapping on one of the results will take you straight to that page. The Search Web button at the bottom of the list will launch Safari and perform a web search with the keyword entered. Tapping the Search Wikipedia button will launch a Wikipedia search in Safari. You can bookmark any page of the book you are reading by tapping the Bookmark button next to the Search button. You'll see a red bookmark appear to indicate that this page is bookmarked. Tapping the screen and holding for a second will bring up a context menu. Use the blue selection dots to refine the text you wish to select. From there you can tap Copy to copy the text to the clipboard, Define, which will show a dictionary definition for the selection, Highlight, which will highlight the text in a color of your choosing, Note, which will let you type in a short text note, or Search, which will search the entire book for the selected word or phrase. To view a note that you have entered, tap on the yellow box in the margin of the book. We can see a list of all our pages with bookmarked pages or notes by tapping the button next to our library. Then, tapping on either Bookmarks or Notes. Tapping on a note or bookmark will take you directly to the page bookmarked or that contains the note. To delete a bookmark or note, swipe on it from left to right, then tap on the red Delete button. You can resume reading your book by tapping the Resume button. To make it easier to find books in your virtual library, you can organize your books into collections. Tap on the Collections button, then tap on New to create a new collection. Type in the name you wish to give it, then tap Done. You can delete collections by tapping Edit, then tapping the red minus button. Be careful though, you'll delete any books in the collection too, so move them to another collection if you want to keep them. To move a book to a collection, tap on the Edit button, then select the book or books you wish to move, then tap on the collection name. The book is then moved to the collection. You can view all the books in a particular collection by tapping Collections, then selecting the collection to view. Only books in that collection will be displayed. You can search the titles and authors of your books by tapping in the search box and entering the book or author. Tap on the X button in the search box to clear the search and see everything again. In addition to viewing a virtual bookshelf, you can also tap on the List View button to switch to a more pragmatic textual list of your books. I find the bookshelf view works for me though, and it's a much more attractive look. To delete a book in your virtual bookshelf, tap on the Edit button, tap on a book or books to select them, and then tap on the red Delete button. Tap Done when you're finished deleting.